Politicians from 9 political parties, including the NRM party, converged at Colin Hotel in Mukono to deliberate on some of the most pertinent issues ahead of the 2016 elections. The meeting was organized under the auspices of the Inter-Party Organization Dialogue, IPOD, which brings together political parties across the spectrum. Since its inception in 2011, IPOD members have been agitating for electoral reforms as a safety net for free and fair elections. The IPOD stakeholders continue to clamor for change, saying the Badru Chigundu-led Electoral Commission should be disbanded and an independent electoral body appointed.
The Electoral Commission, as we are aware, is a one-man tool. He appoints it, he orders them around, he pays them, he sacks them, he backs at them, and they just say, "Sir, how high do we jump?"
I assure you that government is ready to receive and consider your proposals as part of the public policy making process.
But you cannot speak of reform when the entire system is broken, fraudulent, and a sham.
The ruling party was also accused of relying on the national coffers to finance its campaigns ahead of the elections.
The First Parliamentary Council is drafting the relevant reforms which should be considered by Cabinet as soon as that draft is submitted.
Federal Alliance Party President Betty Kamya said there is need to revisit the 1995 Constitution, which gives the presidency excessive powers.
I always disagree with my colleagues on the Constitution, people like Honorable Ambassador Otunu and Miriam Matembe, even Professor Kanyehamba. They say that the problem is impunity. And I'm saying impunity is a consequence. It is not the problem. Impunity is a consequence of this incredible power.
The opposition used the conference to voice pent-up frustration over the state's reliance on coercive means to subdue dissenting views.
The opposition in this country has been demonized as terrorists, as angry, as liars, thus facilitating the use of force against them.
Civil society and the opposition have on many occasions accused the sitting government for treating them as liars and enemies of the state. However, one of the members of the IPOD leadership said that although it's not easy for enemies to be friends, embracing cooperation is ideal ahead of the 2016 general elections.
The language I used was deliberate. I wanted to set a tone for real and true dialogue. I did not want to level accusations against anyone, any party, because that would be counterproductive.
Barely a day before the conference closes, FDC party officials expressed pessimism over government's commitment to table electoral reforms.
Our fears are that government is not interested in implementing what puts it to a disadvantage, what puts it in a corner.
However, the UN Rapporteur on Human Rights warned political leaders against politicizing the agenda to carry out electoral reforms.
If you politicize the process, you make it look as if the electoral reform is for one particular group and not for the other. But if you are going to have an electoral management system, all the parties will gain from this.
Barely after the Prime Minister opened the conference, I asked him whether he had dropped ambitions to contest the presidency in 2016.
Okay, there are some people who say that you're a coward. Your critics. Is it true you're a coward?
Ask them. Don't ask me. Okay. Do I look like one?
Sylvia Ruhanga, NTV.